Yo, bro.
What's up?
Yeah. They say you got to lube it up before you slip it in. And on that note, welcome back to episode 190, bro.
What?
Hey, welcome back to episode 190 on the Shoe Dog podcast with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. Please do like, follow, subscribe, come chat to us, let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. And please do check out all our social platforms. Please do check out our YouTubes, Instagrams, TikToks. What's the Patreon, bro?
Shoe Dog Pod.
And what is
on Patreon.
On Patreon? What's this Discord, bro?
Discord is Shoe Dog Podcast.
Yeah, that's the one. Please do go and come over and show us some love. But what are we here to do this week, bro?
Same thing we do every week. Try to take over the world, and hopefully, can have less nastiness in the world. We may or may not get into it.
Okay,
depending
cool.
on.
After the show?
Did you watch the Diddy doc?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to do it here? You want to do it here, or you want to do it after?
After, bro. After.
Okay. So yeah, this week we will try to take over the world without getting into the nasty stuff. We saved that for Patreon.
Yeah, save that for Patreon. Did the last episode go or the post pod go on a paywall? Not paywall, but like a free paywall.
It's a paywall. It's $3 to protect my
identity from your colleagues.
Because I know they ain't for the pay. They ain't for the pay for nothing. But yeah, let me apologize to the people who do subscribe to the Patreon, who look for the post pods. Mm-hmm. I had to put it behind a bit of a paywall to protect myself from airing out certain people. I told a very personal situation, sensitive personal situation on last week's post pod. So I apologize to y'all. If y'all don't want to pay the $3, I don't know what to say, because we need support. We can't truly take over the world without y'all help. So
yeah, but it was an interesting one last week. So you're joining us. Diddy's obviously going to be the next one for this week's post pod. It was quite an interesting doco. I watched it yesterday, and I ended up watching War Game. I got something.
We watched it yesterday too.
Well, yeah, that was interesting. I think Netflix crashed at one point for us, which is crazy, because I think a lot of people were tuning onto that documentary. And then then we watched Survivor Series. What would you call it? War Games. Yeah.
So you see what I was saying.
What you mean with Nia Jackson, Lash's Legends, yeah?
Well, I always, since I discovered Nia Jax, I've been a fan of hers.
Yeah. By the way, you like Lash's Legend? Lash Legends.
So Lash Legend is actually a former WNBA player.
Yeah,
I did not know that, but that was my first time. That was my first time seeing her. And I
they mentioned it in the commentary.
They mentioned the commentary when she came out. We was talking. I ain't pay that much attention to what. I mean, I probably wouldn't have heard what they said anyway, because my eyes were full. But yeah. I am a big Nia Jax fan, and I'm also now a Lash Legend fan. I like Jade Cargill, but I'm not necessarily a fan. Hey man, mind your business.
Mind your
Mind your
business.
business.
Mind your business.
But yeah, man. They shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them.
And
That was
they were
good.
on the same team. They were on
Yeah.
who else was on that team? It was
You
Nia,
had
Lash.
yeah.
Who else?
So you had you had the Kabuto Warriors, which was the two Japanese wrestlers as well, and but by the way, the Great Mutu is, you were right last week, is where that blue mist came from, but also it came from the Great Kabuto,
Muta.
which is the one who the Great Muta is the Great Muta is he inherited that move from the Great Kabuto.
Kabuki.
Which Kabuki, that's one. The Great Kabuki is the one who originated that move. Who then the Great Mutu was
Great
basically
Muta.
the one who was the one who inherited that move, and then it got passed down. It got passed down throughout the generations.
What's the old girl name? Osaka or something like that?
Yeah, Osaka. Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew when I saw the face paint that match, because I came in on the Guerrero Cena match was first, right?
Oh yeah, the Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena match was second. I think it was the second one. I think it was the first match was the ladies' War Games, which was was where you And
so
then
I
the
did
second
see
match
it from the beginning.
Yeah. And the second match was the
Cena Mysterio.
Yeah, Cena Mysterio.
So when I came, the first thing when I walked in the room, the first thing I saw was Nia Jax on TV. So I was already locked in. Mm-hmm. But it was sad. That match ended sadly. Well, both War Games matches ended sadly.
Yeah.
How did these girls lose to a bunch of hillbillies? Like that other team looks so and the one chick, who was the one chick with the red hair with the little silver outfit? She looked like she ought to be a referee or something. Like she.
Oh, you mean the man, which basically is Steph Rollins' wife? Yeah, I know who you mean. The ginger head girl. Yeah.
She does not look like a wrestler
Becky
at
Lynch.
all.
Yeah, but bro, I was literally, me and the missus watching it. I was literally saying, right, it's looking at the women's division, it's so skewed because you got Nia Jax, who's like 6'3", 125 pounds, which probably would be a great addition to the men's division.
She ain't no 125, 225.
No, sorry, so 125 kg. My bad.
Okay.
Sorry, my apology. Yeah, my conversion. So 125 kg, which is 250 pounds, right? Approximately, 250 poundish, right? So that's like Brock Lesnar kind of weight. The big guy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So and when you have a fence like that, and then you got Lash Legends, which now is equally as big as Nia Jax. That division is heavily skewed, bro. Heavily skewed with the big athletes. So when you get
Cargill, you got what's the other big chick?
Naomi. Yeah, you got Naomi as well, who's married to Jimmy Uso.
Man, listen, them girls. The women's division is in good hands as long as they keep stars like that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I saw a clip. I need to watch Raw this week. I saw a clip. Nia Jax and Lash Legend is just teamed up, bro. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over.
I can't say how much I will actually watch in my free time.
I will be watching it.
Because it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Tuesday is when you get Raw, and Saturday is when you get SmackDown, and the special events is like every 2 to 4 weeks. Yeah,
I might do something in the background maybe when I'm playing the game, because I've been locked into this new game I've been playing. But that whole Survivor Series pay-per-view, bro, is just full of nostalgia for me. With, like I was saying last week, the lineage with Nia Jax and all the Samoans, the Uso brothers, Roman Reigns, Rick Steiner's son, what's his name, Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes, and Brock came out.
The Rhodes family, all of that stuff, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, from
Legends.
from Dusty to Goldust now to Cody.
Cody, yep. You had who's the other female athlete? Charlotte Flair come out as well.
Charlotte Flair,
Yeah,
Osaka.
bro.
We
It's
just
crazy.
talked about her getting gifted a whole persona pretty much from the Great Muta, who was one of the greatest in the Japanese side of things. So yeah, man, I was just overwhelmed by nostalgia, which kept me locked in along with Nia Jax Styles. But I really enjoyed it. I can't say how much I'm gonna watch, but I enjoy it when I see it.
I'll keep you tuned, bro. But I kind of. You told me the details last week and I watched it this weekend, and for me it was recalling your comments, and I agree with you. Like, John Cena needs to retire. He's too slow around the ring, bro. He's too slow around the ring, and it's becoming like a stop-start sequence with him, because sometimes he gets to the move too quick, sometimes he gets to the move too slow, and that interruption is stopping the fluidity of that wrestling match. And now you're like, he's too slow to do it. And I'm glad he's gotten one last match on the 13th of December, and that's it. And he's not wrestling no more.
I just don't like him, bro. I never did. I was never into his the whole "you can't see me" and like, was he wearing Skechers in that match? Like, who's this dude's stylist, man? Like, the wristbands and the jean shorts and the, like, bro, stop.
He's got the Mikey. Oh, no, he's got the Vanilla Ice look. He's using that Vanilla Ice look.
Yeah, like, don't you know that's whack?
Yeah, but he's always had that. It's a gimmick he's always had from the start. It's a unique.
Ain't nobody told him that's whack. All them superstars who jumped in there wearing J's, and this dude coming there with some Skechers. Like, then he got a Skechers deal or something?
Don't know. No, probably not. But Roman Reigns was wearing the same sneaker he was wearing the last main event. That's the modified variation out of Jordan.
John Cena was wearing white boys. He might have had on some Hey Dudes. Yeah, y'all might not have Hey Dudes over there, but over here, Hey Dudes is like the quintessential white man shoe. No cap.
Oh. Okay,
I mean, they literally call Hey Dude. HEYDUDE. That's the name of the brand. That's the name of the company, and it's plastered on the tongue of the shoe. Hey Dude. Like, bro, all right, man. Y'all got it.
Yo, bro, it's as worse as saying, "Dude, where's my car?" Remember that movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's them. That's them. The dudes who be at the bar getting too drunk to remember where they park are wearing Hey Dudes.
Yeah. By the way, you know your iPhone told you where your car's parked.
By the way, Samsung has taken over as #1 cell phone,
and that too. And I'm happy. I'm really happy. Somebody has to break this whole monopoly and this buildability, absolute shite buildability that they have. That every time you drop something, it breaks, and you have to go and repair it and pay an extortionate amount of figures to repair it. I hope that monopoly breaks, because they like, yo, bro, the consumerism with that was crazy.
That's the thing I was gonna say, because we talked about Apple being predatory with the withholding of certain technologies and locking out other types of phones from even looking proper. Not being able to send pictures and videos with the original quality, and the different color bubbles, and the gatekeeping that people the gatekeeping group messages, like, you can't be in my group text if you ain't got no iPhone, bro, you're lame. However, when I put the postpod video last week for the $3 on Patreon, it informed me that iPhone users will have to pay a separate fee, because Apple is predatory for the most part. Like, it's if you try to watch that video, if you go to pay the $3, you will have another fee attached to the purchase through Apple, because Apple is taxing you to use your phone, like to make a payment with your phone. Is that how it works? Is like with Apple Pay and all that? Apple's putting an extra amount on your purchases if you use your phone to make a purchase?
It's the charging facilities. I think that you know, I don't know if you have it in the US, but we have it in the UK. Some bank ATM machines that you go and take cash out from,
Yeah,
charge you like a monetary fee for
transaction
using
fee.
that. Yeah, there's less and less. Those machines are less and less now, but they were more common back in the day because these machines were like vending machines for anybody to put a machine there for you to
Third
take
party.
cash out. So third party, it's exactly like a loan shop, but like a credit loan shop where you take credit from a source that has got credit. So that's what that's the fee that charge you to use that system, but we don't use that no more. So that's I can kind of that's whole craziness, bro. Like in terms of charging additional fees for a service to use on a phone that everybody else is using anyway. It's like condemning somebody to use something else that they're not, that you're condemning to use the competition, which is crazy.
Exactly. So the thing with the ATMs, I can kind of understand because it's a third party machine, and you have to pay for access to these systems to be able to transfer somebody's money from their bank to this random machine. It's probably security issues and all type of stuff involved. So it was where they would charge you like here it was like $1.50 or $2 depending on what machine you were using, who owned the machine. They can set the price. So I kind of understand that. But as far as Apple is concerned, it don't make sense to me. Like, we already pay taxes on our money. Why are you taxing people to? It's just nasty, bro. I don't like it.
Yeah, I've always been a person that loves competition because through competition you get the excellence of what the product needs to be. So if you got 2 companies, 3 companies, 4 companies, or even 5 companies working for a product, you're going to get the different variations that's going to lead up to a product that's probably going to be the quintessential what it needs to be. If you only got one person or two companies working on a monopoly of a component or a product, it's never going to be the best it can be. So it's important that the other people keep pushing leading manufacturers like iPhone, Samsung, all of those stuff. You got to keep pushing PlayStation, Xbox to get the best product. You got to keep pushing these competition. That's the most important thing to get to always excel. Always excel.
Yeah, just like Steam just dropped the Steam machine.
Yeah. Round of applause. They just did what Xbox should have done.
Exactly, because Xbox is a Microsoft company. Microsoft is a PC company. Why the hell y'all let Steam come through?
Yeah.
Pretty much do what y'all should have did 5-10 years ago. That's why Xbox is dying now.
Yeah, exactly. But also, great point. 100% great point. That is a brilliant point. You need to build the foundations for what your success in the next 5 to 10 years. And what Xbox did in the stalemate with the Xbox One was crazy, because like when the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 came out, people were moving away from the Xbox. Like there was a almost like a cult where in the UK, I don't know about the US, there was a cult where I think we discussed this before, where people would just say Xbox, I'm gonna play Xbox, I don't care about any other platforms, and there was PlayStation, I wanna play PlayStation, I don't care about any console else, and they became very, very segregated because people were like either PlayStation or Xbox, just like Samsung and Nokia, and that's what's happened. But when we had that information midway this year, where there was like Xbox is gonna create a console which you can play games through, and you can play every console games through because it uses a Steam Deck. Steam were like, no, that's our idea. We're going to do that. And they did it. But what Xbox ended up doing was upsetting the whole market by increasing their passes.
And they've been buying up companies, development companies and publishers left and right. So now they're trying to monopolize IP.
Hmm.
But with Steam, they just opened the whole spectrum back up because
There you go.
of
Take it.
emulation. Emulation one, which is going to cause Nintendo problems,
Yeah.
and
100%.
any game that's released on the PC platform can be played through this Steam machine, and
Yeah.
it's moddable. You can add memory to it. You can, not that you can't with other consoles, but it's more expensive. Maybe not as difficult as modding a PC, but what's going to be interesting with that, with the Steam machine, I wonder how powerful these PC builders and modders are going to end up making the Steam machine. Like, I can
Yeah.
imagine dudes taking apart the Steam machine and incorporating it into a PC tower. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being the little cube that it is, it'll be a full blown PC with all this extra RAM and all this extra. Which is RAM is difficult to come by if you try to
Oh,
build a
did,
gaming setup.
do you know what happened with RAM?
Yeah, it's AI. AI. All these AI companies are buying up all this hardware, this PC hardware to build these data centers, and
Yeah.
it's
One of
driving
one
the
of the
prices of hardware way up.
one of the main manufacturing RAM, one of the main RAM manufacturers has closed down its manufacturing of RAM in total, and has moved into AI technology and AI marketing. That's
What,
which is what you
Nvidia?
just said. Yeah. No, was it Nvidia? Maybe, possibly. Yeah. And basically, what you just said is what they just done. They went into the investment of AI and stopped production of RAM, and there's only two companies that are producing RAM at this moment in time, which will then mean I'll clear this up. I'll clear up all the information next week, because this is some new information I heard like yesterday and the day before. The two other companies that are developing RAM are moving away from RAM and want to go into the same sector as an AI. So we got problems, bro, in the next couple of years.
Bro, I've been saying it for the longest, bro. I
But
really
but
hate how
sorry,
people depend on AI.
yeah. But by the way, sorry. For the last 20 minutes, you heard me. You heard all the conversations. Okay, didn't you?
Yeah.
I had this in front of my bloody mic, bro.
Hey man,
So
it's all
I'm
good.
hoping the conversation. It's all good. If you heard me, you heard me. It's fine. That's good. Hopefully, but the problem with technology and gaming at the moment is consoles was always a system to allow a relatively easy unit to emulate games or play games, or use a
Plug and
platform to
play.
play games. That's what plug and play, consoles, plug and play consoles. Simple. You put it in, plug it, TV, boom, play. You're gone. Right.
Yeah.
The problem now is those consoles were easier to make because technology and the advancement of gaming and the graphics and all of that stuff was relatively low, right, in terms of what it is now. So with that, you didn't need the same amount of tech, the same amount of RAM, the same amount of hardware to run that system. The problem is with the upgrade of graphics, with the upgrade of tech, with the upgrade of coding and all that stuff that develops those games, you need a good graphic system. You need a new great RAM system. You need a console that is now a PC, and that's how that whole console system's developed up. It was always going to naturally become a PC. It always will. It always was going to. But what form of PC was it going to be? Was it going to be a mini PC, a mini console, Steam Deck?
Well, you're right, and at the same time, gaming consoles they are PCs.
Yep.
They run off a CPU. You need a power source. You need RAM. Um, and all your bit rate is dependent upon the current tech. That's why generation after generation, the consoles get better and better as the
Yep.
technology progresses. And
Exactly.
sometimes the gaming companies themselves are the reason for some of these technological advances. I would say on the lower end, they're responsible, but when you think about what a PS5 is, you think about what Xbox Series is, it's just an independent. entertainment PC.
Yeah.
Especially
It is
now, you
pretty.
can plug up a mouse, you can plug up a keyboard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, Mrs. done the same thing. Got a little mini PC, little keyboard, little mouse, Wi-Fi connectable controllers. Boom, got a console, bro. I
Yeah,
just made myself a console. Literally have.
yeah. That's all. That's all this Steam machine is an independent PC gaming system, computer gaming. That's what Sony uh, was a SCEA. It's a computer entertainment system. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can watch, you know, your streaming platforms. You can have your music streaming, your all your TV and movie streaming stuff on there. You can save, you know, pictures and videos and whatever. You can do all that stuff now on a console, on the current generation console, and it's just gonna get worse later. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
um, I said this to you in one of our conversations. I really hate AI right now because people are so lazy. I hate clicking on the video. It was the one video, and I want to get into this too. The one video you sent me about, um, I can't remember the guy's name right now. We're gonna get into it though. The video that you sent me, although informative, was a whole AI voice, a white AI voice,
Oh, you
and
mean the comment the
Jan
use.
Matzelinger, the guy who the black or I'm even having a hard time calling him black really when I looked at his background because he's not American. So that's why I kind of don't want to call him black all the way. But he is an ethnic person. Jan Ernst Matzelinger.
Okay.
Matzelinger is not a black last name. Jan
Yeah.
is not a black first name.
Yeah, but
But this is the
it's a.
man. This is the man who created the shoe last, and he
Okay.
created a lasting machine, which was able to have shoes go from a luxury item to an everyday item. Like back in the was this 1880s or 1870s, where
Mm-hmm.
shoes weren't available for everyone. It was a luxury item. A
No.
lot of people couldn't afford, you know, hard bottom leather shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Jan created the lasting machine, which was allowed shoe companies to mass produce footwear, which dropped the price, which made shoes available for the common person. So I
Yeah.
want to give a shout out to Jan for that. However, and he's in the National Inventors Hall of Fame. This is where I'm reading his bio because that video has some shit wrong. Jan was Dutch and
Yeah.
his mother was from Suriname and his father was Dutch.
Okay.
So that video you sent me, like I said, although informative, it was a whole AI production.
Yeah, it's
Like
lazy.
you
It's
could tell it was prompted.
technology. Yeah, it's technology's like AI is making content lazy. It's very. It's I don't want to mention names. I'm not going to mention names at all. But like recently, well, over the
I know
last
what you're
two
talking about.
months, yeah, I said this to you off camera. I was like,
Mhm.
and you was like, let the bro do it. I said, yeah, fine. You do whatever you need to do. That's fine. But it's
But he's still using himself though.
yeah, which is good. Which is good. But stuff like this, content farming, which this is, and using AI to content farm is lazy, very lazy, very uninformative because you're using people that pretty much don't do their research, who want to monetize and make money, teach you stuff that's probably not correct.
Motherfuckers won't even use their own voice, bro. That's the thing that pisses me off the most. Use your voice. Like I watch so much. I watch a broad spectrum of content. When I watch certain forms of content, I expect to hear certain voices. I'm getting sick of clicking on shorts and clips where it's the same exact AI
AI
voice.
voice. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. It's the standard voices, bro. I'll tell you a really good story. I read this the other day. It made my heart warm. There was a lady who's who I think the 1940s and 50s is when her husband recorded a tannoid voice say mind the gap. She's in her late 70s 60s and 70s now, and he's passed away. So what she does is goes to the station every day just to listen to the voice. When they changed the voice to a female AI voice, she sent a message to the train company and said, I find comfort because my husband's not here, that every morning I'll go to the station and listen, and it brings me comfort. It brings me comfort to know that he's still around and I can still listen to him. So they went back and replaced the AI voice with his voice and sent her a copy of her husband's voice so she can listen to it anytime she wanted. That is epic. That's dope. That's absolutely awesome. That's what we need more of in life.
And see, as a rapper, like let's take Benny Siegel for example. That's one example of using AI the right way. We know Benny Siegel's voice is not what it used to be. And he had one of the most iconic rap voices.
Loved it. I love Beanie Siegel. Such a great artist.
So now Beans can go in the studio and record himself, and they use an AI overlay of his original voice to make the music sound like him. You know what I'm saying? The content is whatever the content is, because he's writing it, he's rapping it, and they running it through the AI filter of his voice.
So the same technology, or the same percentage of technology they use for auto tuning is the same technology they utilized with AI to fine tune Beans' voice, which is great. That's how it should be utilized, bro. Not by mimicking, not by mimicking somebody else's artwork, creativeness, mind thought. That's personal intellectual property that person brings to the table. If you steal that, you steal somebody else's mind frame. That's not good. That's not good.
It's just, I just get so tired of it, bro. Because it's invading my feed now, my timeline now, to where I'm downvoting stuff and I'm blocking certain accounts, bro. I'd rather not have the information in some cases than to listen to an AI presentation. I want to hear a real person's voice. I'm a rapper too. Like, I would be pissed if I heard a song with my voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can only imagine how some of these well-known artists, because AI music is here now, and these companies pushing it out, and they tricking people. And you go to look to see who this person is, ain't no picture.
The thing is, right, we could go into depth with this, but like I think it is what it is, and the problem is, you ain't gonna stop technology. Nobody ever is gonna stop technology. Technology is gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna develop into what it's gonna develop into. Now the question is, how do you utilize it? Do you make it progressive or you make it regressive? That's on you guys.
Yeah,
because right this moment in time, it's regressive. Because if you like, I'll detail a timeline to let you guys know why it's regressive, because it's taking the thought of your mind of how to cognitively solve problems and utilizing a separate entity to do that. So it's taking your intelligence away from you. It's making you regressive.
Right. It's not a calculator. You know what I'm saying? It's not a protractor. It's not being used in a helpful way. It's being used in a do it all for me way.
Yeah, this is why I said, do you want to make it progressive or regressive? If you want to make it progressive, you progress it in the areas that it needs to be progressive with in terms of technology, innovation, medicine, research and development. That's where it needs to be.
Right.
But if you start putting it into content, quick fire, quick steps, you're being progressive.
Waymo. Waymo is a plague to the city of Atlanta. Last week, you know what Waymo is, right?
Yeah.
Waymo is Uber's AI cars, where you get in the back and it's the same as an Uber, but ain't nobody driving. It's an AI driver. It's got all these spinning like GPS things on the side, on the front, and it's supposed to
sensors.
read
All the sensors. Yeah, all the
yeah,
sensors.
it's supposed to read what's going on. Last week, a couple of months ago, Waymo hit a cyclist on the Beltline, which is a very heavily populated area in Atlanta. There's a lot of shops over there, a lot of restaurants, bike trails and walking trail. People be out there with their kids, their dogs, their families. And a Waymo hit a guy crossing a crosswalk, legally crossing it, because in the Beltline, if y'all ever been to the Beltline or y'all from Atlanta, when you go over there, those crosswalks are pedestrian dominated, prioritized.
Pedestrian
right?
priority. Yeah.
So if there's somebody walking across the crosswalk, you have to stop.
That's
Waymo failed to stop.
That's called a zebra crossing for us, because what we get is a crossing lines across the road to show public people crossing the road. So that's how you avoid jaywalking in the UK. Not jaywalking. So you cross these are legal crossing routes that the cars definitely need to stop at.
They have to. It's by law. There are signs stop when pedestrians are walking, right? But last week, a Waymo drove almost through, but up to and past an active crime scene. There was a standoff happening. Like the police draw it down on this dude, making him get out the car and get on the ground and blah, blah, blah. And here comes a damn Waymo down the street, make the turn, like ain't nothing going on. It's police lights, ambulance out, like dude had he laid down, sprawled out on the ground, and the Waymo come by, and you see him turn his head and look at the Waymo like, come on, man, for real?
Bro, you're gonna have teething problems. This is teething problems. It's always gonna be. This is always gonna be an issue. Especially with interface. What they need to do with stuff like that is have warning systems where that the AI is told there's an incident up ahead, to stop, to slow, to reroute, to divert. All of that stuff is teething problems, bro. 100%.
Bro, these cars have been out here for almost a year, at least a year since I've been seeing them everywhere. When they gonna fix it? I don't rock with Uber anyway, because certain political contributions that they made, but they letting they making robots now. People ordering them. They own, the AI dogs in cities patrolling. Robot, bro. Quick Trip, the gas station chain, got the little AI mop robots. And they talk to you when you walk in, when you walk by. Welcome to Quick Trip, and then look out! I'm cleaning. It's bro, get out the way.
Yo, bro, listen to this one, right? All of that technology and one surge, it's all gone. What are you doing then?
Back to the basics.
But the thing is, this is why I say, do you want to be progressive or aggressive? Because when the tech's gone, who can survive? Who knows what to do without a phone? Tell me, bro.
I don't remember. Only phone numbers I know by heart at this point. Do you know Morse code? Morse code, bro. Tap 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 tap. No, I don't.
That's what we'll be doing. That's what we'll be doing, bro. Yo, smoke signals. I'll be like, yo, podcast, bro, podcast. Smoke signals for podcast.
We too far away to see smoke signals. Have you ever seen the videos where people take their phones or take their devices from their kids and the kids go crazy?
Oh yeah, that's bad. You protect your kids from your technology. That's what I'm saying.
Did you see? There's a reel where this kid, he got to be in his early 20s, and he didn't understand the notion of drinking out of the water hose. Y'all might not do that over there. Here,
no, I know. We do. You got fire hydrants on your streets. We don't, but we still know what fire hydrants are.
No. I ain't talking about fire hydrants. Yeah. I ain't talking about fire hydrants.
I know, drinking out the hose in the garden. Yeah, I know. Right, sprinkling, all that stuff. We know, bro.
This dude talking about, so were faucets not an option? No, they weren't, because your parents put you out in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not finna be, especially a black household in the South, you wouldn't finna be swinging that door like that. We ain't trying to air condition the whole neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? No. Stop letting the flies in. All that. Like, there's a million catchphrases for black parents putting their kids out. And you leave the house in the morning and you on an adventure all day long.
Yeah, were you born in the barn? Like, close the door. See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, exactly. How many times has the missus said that to me? How many times has the missus said that to me? Close the door, you born in the barn. Yeah, of course. The heating's on.
I'm like that. Closed. I'm like that now. Close my door. Close my door. Do not go in and out unless I know you're going in and out for a specific purpose to hold the door open. Even then, in some cases, use your hand, open the door. Like, stop being lazy, and don't let my AC and my heat out, and don't let the bugs in. Close my door.
Exactly. Close the door. Yeah, but just in general, on terms of seeing companies merge and stuff like that, and seeing technology go wherever it needs to go. This week we also learnt that Warner Brothers has been taken over by Netflix. So round of applause for Netflix.
$80 billion.
And you know what made me realize something? 40, I think 40. Let me just double check that while we're talking, right? Because what it made me realize was, like I mentioned this at the start of the podcast. It's important to lay down the foundations, because the next 5 to 7 years and possibly 10 years is when your product or what your idea starts to fruition into what it will become, right? So that's very important. When that Netflix situation happened, it brought me back to the time when Blockbuster said, "Now we're okay, but we'll just keep open the shop. We'll still have VHSs. We'll rent our DVDs and our videotapes." And after all of the delivering DVDs, we had Netflix, streaming services. Blockbuster could have owned Warner Brothers, bro. They told Netflix or the developers of Netflix, "We don't want your service." Think about it, bro.
It didn't make sense. Think about it. It didn't make sense at the time.
They didn't see the vision. Vision.
Okay. Netflix was a mail order service at the time.
Yeah. What was it?
It was lazy competition to Blockbuster. Think about it. Yeah. Blockbuster got all these stores, neighborhood stores. They have all these customers tied into memberships, and Blockbuster was great.
Yeah, it was.
I've played brilliant. So many games and watched so many movies that I've never owned because of Blockbuster. Even Redbox. Redbox was like updated version of Blockbuster. But Netflix at the time was mail order. They didn't foresee streaming becoming what it was, because when streaming first started, not too many people was with it. So when when it blew up and became what it became, by then Blockbuster was already over with. And the last Blockbuster just closed this year. So,
You serious?
yeah. It was one Blockbuster left somewhere in the middle of America, and it finally closed down this year. And the people were loyal to that store. The people who had been going to that store since whenever stayed loyal till they closed their doors.
Yeah. I thought what somebody did was actually turn the Blockbuster stores into a cinema, and then they actually had the Blockbuster shelves and all that stuff as well.
That would be a good idea.
They did that. They did that. I saw it. They did it in the States. One of the
Blockbuster stores are small though. Like you can't.
No, I think he either bought a store and created into a Blockbuster cinema or something like that. But he made it nostalgic so that people can actually come and watch movies at Blockbusters like a cinema, which is great. Which is dope. But by the way, Netflix takeover of Warner Brothers was 53 billion pounds, which is $72 billion. That's it.
So 80.
80, yeah. 80 billion, 50 billion. Depends on pound sterling or USD.
Yeah. So before we get started, your phone ringing. Before we get into the quick strikes, and I guess we'll say it later, we were both proven right this week, yet again. You on the sneaker side, because Manifesto is lightweight undefeated right now.
Lightweight undefeated, you know.
What? It is lightweight. But
yeah, that was actually a lightweight would you prediction. It's easy to stack up a prediction like that because you know what the cycle of return for the sneaker is anyway. So
right, just like I know the cycle of bastards. I told y'all. The GOAT is a bastard. Didn't I tell y'all?
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that, bro. You're 100% right on that.
Listen to this guy.
Hungry when you have. Simple as that. I mean, if you don't have, you are willing to do whatever you have. So my mental approach was go in, do my job, be the best basketball player I can be, and all the chips and everything outside of that, I had people that was handling that, you know. But basketball court, I'm handling it, right? And now it's like, it's a prerequisite. You know, everybody has to have a logo. Everybody has to have a...
You know why, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm part of the reason why.
God bless Mike Tirico. You know why, right?
You know, yo. This situation right here is how to get to 100 real quick. It's the playbook. Let's do the Jordan playbook. You know what? Let's not play. Let's get all the marketing in order because you know what? We need a brand like Jordan because we need to sell sneakers.
Hold on. So
everybody tries to get a logo, but
brand, right? Brand Jordan.
But the thing is that brand established based on what I did on the basketball court. You know, I didn't put the brand before I put the work. Mm-hmm. You know, I put the work first, and then the brand evolved based on the work. It's hard to be hungry when you have.
So he's saying that. But Luka didn't come into the NBA with a brand. He came in as an unproven 17, 18-year-old from overseas, and he built his brand. Luka is now like a 7 to 8 year vet. He signed with Jordan Brand. And once he became the superstar that he is, he got his signature shoe and he got his signature logo. Mm-hmm. Steph, the Chef Curry, one of the greatest shooters of all time, been in the NBA for like 16, 17 years. He's on his 10th signature sneaker before he left Under Armour. He just got the Curry brand a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving had to show everybody that he was one of the greatest point guards of all time before he got his logo and his signature shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Ant-Man. Ant-Man been in the league 5-6 years. He on his second shoe. Although the first one was out for a long time.
Mm-hmm. 2 years?
As much as,
Was it 2 years?
Yeah. As much as I dislike Tyrese Halliburton was nobody in the NBA compared. Like if you're in the NBA, you somebody. It's like calling a professional athlete a bum. You're not a bum in real life.
Yeah, but you're bum in the sport profession. Yeah.
Right.
Because the standards.
Halliburton
You got
his first. He just got his first shoe.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? All these guys with these logos and these shoe deals, they had to make something of themselves. They had to prove it to these companies. Who had a shoe in their rookie year before they dribbled NBA basketball? Who had a shoe? Michael the Bastard Goat Jordan.
Yeah. You're both, bro.
He had a logo, the Wings logo, on his first shoe. What are we talking about?
Michael Jordan, bro. He can say what he wants to do. He can say what he wants, bro.
LeBron is the only other person that I can recall who came in with enough hype to be able to get his signature shoe in his rookie year. Yeah. LeBron started his career with the Zoom generation. It wasn't the LeBron Zoom. It was the Zoom. It didn't even have his name on it. He had his logo, LBJ 23, but it was not the same. Like he talking like he didn't have the same privilege.
Yeah. I think he's talking. I think he's not talking to people like Steph or James Harden or LeBron or Curry or stuff like that. Or Anthony. I think he's talking about. He cast a wide net to catch a few fish, and that's the problem with that quote, because the people you just mentioned deserve it. Now, do you think
Chris Paul and Blake Griffin are all Jordan athletes?
Yeah.
With their own logo. What are we talking about?
Bro, we're talking about hypocrisy at its finest, though, because basically, like, let's be really honest. The whole situation with Nike and Jordan was a unique situation, a unique storm, and it produced a beautiful rainbow, right? Which we know as Nike and the Jordan brand, right? Which was fine. That only happens once in a lifetime. That's almost like a once in a lifetime scenario where everything just lines up, right?
He had 6 shoes before he won a championship.
Yeah, I know. But him sitting there and throwing shade at a person that could uniquely be himself is hypocrisy. But you're right. You're 100% right. There's no way you can get away from that. But I think he's talking to people like LaMelo Ball. I think he's talking to people like Zion. I'm being honest. He's not talking to people that you just mentioned.
Zion been in the league for 7 years. He on his 4th shoe. LaMelo Ball is probably the best player to come through Charlotte. He was LaMelo's owner. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
All right, what do you want to say, bro? Because I know you want to say something.
I said what I said. I said what I had to say. He is
Yeah.
the bastard
bastard
goat. He a hater. He is a hater, and he keep proving it. The more parts of this one interview, because it's just one interview. The more parts of this interview they release, the more hate he shows. I told y'all this was, and we got duped on that. Him going on LeBron podcast thing. That was a rumor that went around and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we just made jokes about it anyway, so it is what it is. But he's hating on these younger players for doing the same thing that you started this. It's your fault. He ain't say that about Magic and Larry Bird.
The thing, like I said, bro, the thing is he is the gold-plated standard that everybody wants to achieve to, because he is the template that everybody wants, bro. Like, talk to a 15-year-old.
He wanted to be like Chuck Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
The first signature, I believe.
There you go, bro. There you go. So, like, you know what? There's two ways of taking forms of flattery, and for this whole situation, he could take that as a compliment, because basically what he's developed is the model excellence playbook of how to build a brand. That is the playbook of how to build a brand as an athlete. So everybody's trying to mimic that, and some people are taking the showing the hard work and the dedication to get there. Some people are gifted it. Some people talent showing, so they're given it in advance. That happens. That always happens, because but the talent always dictates the amount of money the company's going to pay for that talent. So it's always going to happen, because the best talent goes to the best places, and that's what Michael Jordan is seeing, is the money differential. And I think that's, in terms of play career. No, I'm not talking about Jordan brand and having a brand. I'm talking about playing career. Maybe he's in his feelings because he played in the 80s and 90s, and we're in 2025 and deals are way more bigger in playing careers. I don't know, bro, but he definitely is hating,
bro.
Like he said.
Cade Cunningham in his 5th year, he just got his logo. He gonna get his shoe in 2027. Like, what are we talking? The man would have been in the league for 8 years before he get his shoe. You came in your rookie season with a sneaker, the Jordan 1. You already had a logo. It was on the side of the shoe.
The Wings logo.
What are we talking about? The Wings logo ain't for nobody but him. It says Air Jordan on the logo.
And yeah, bro.
You can't be.
Do you
he
get
mad at the players because the companies are going after who they think is worth it.
Yeah, because they want the next big Jordan or LeBron or Kobe or AI or Shaq. That's what they want, bro.
Come on, man. I'm
sick. And inflation is inflation. Money goes up. Contracts are more valuable. So, but bro, like the thing is, I do you really think he's scared of somebody taking away his legacy? Because, like, let's be honest, you can't take away that Jordan legacy ever, because that's in history now. That's that. He's the first person to do what that whole scenario. So anybody doing that second of all, it's fine, because Jordan did it first. So what's he scared of?
I don't think you can be as competitive as he is and not be afraid of your legacy being tarnished or outmatched.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't, contrary to popular belief, Michael Jordan does not have the most NBA championships, people. He does not. You can't call him the greatest players, the greatest shooting guard, the greatest scorer, the GOAT, whatever. Say that. When it comes to this Brandon shit, he can't make that argument, bro. He started. It's him. Everybody is like you said. He put down the blueprint for the companies and the players.
How can you tear down and go after the person that created a blueprint that you are actually trying to mimic in the first place? Because that's
Same
a
way Lil
compliment to
Wayne.
the
Same way Lil Wayne said he rap better than Jay-Z. Same thing.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Yeah. But I think competitive alone, take that away from the side. I'm pretty sure everybody out there wants to mimic MJ or what he's done. See what I'm saying? Because it almost feels like a reset with Jordan with the NBA at that situation.
Oh man, let me see. And we got to. Let's do quick strikes, man, because this gonna be a never ending conversation. No, you're right.
I know,
you're right.
because there's no final answer to this question. When there's no final answer to a question, it always is going to be an ever-evolving situation, because you can use standards, you can use statistics, you can use playbooks, you can use situations, scenarios, occasions, events, tournaments. You could create a whole argument for one player and it still not be correct.
He a bastard, bro. He created these children and he's trying to abandon them.
Look after your kids.
You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing, Mike. Do the right thing. No pun intended.
All right, cool.
We got lawsuits, man.
God.
I'm gonna try to make this one quick. I got 3 of them. The first of which is arguably the most interesting of the 3. Adidas has won a case against in San Francisco against investors who put money into the Yeezy brand. When Adidas cut ties with Kanye, we know they lost a whole lot of money. I believe they cut ties because of pressure from these same investors who turned around and sued Adidas to try to recoup the money that they lost. And due to Kanye's personality, these investors had to eat them losses just like Adidas had to. How you feel about this, bro?
Risks and rewards, bro. Like if you get into a situation, you need to know the risks and rewards. And if you get into that situation and you know that there might be a risk that the company that you are invested in might go bankrupt, might go out of business, might have a lawsuit. You're tied to that company. You have a percentage with that company. So you're part of the stakeholder for that company. So you will be involved in that lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't see how these investors thought they would be able to get their money back once the controversy hit. You should have pulled out before everything went down. Like,
of course,
these investors and the people that they hired to use their money should be smart enough to know that there was a risk involved. He had already been fired from another company. Mm-hmm. We know he's prone to going on rants, and it got worse over time. Granted, it got worse over time. I would like to think I would have been smart enough to see some of this coming, and once the writing on the walls, you got to move accordingly. And nobody did. Bro,
hold on. If you didn't see this coming, you're stupid. Right, I'll be really honest with you. Right, this situation didn't manufacture overnight. This situation didn't manufacture over a year. This situation manufactured over 2 to 3 years, right? 2017 when Yeezy was dropping Yeezys, Wave Runners, 350s, all of that stuff, right?
700, 500s, and all that.
Yeah, and it was coming to a point where it was getting saturated, and it was starting to stall. It wasn't selling out. There's conflict with Kanye. Kanye was started to have issues with the brand, started saying stuff, and you're like, all right, cool. There's conflict here, and this could potentially affect my business investment that I've got with Adidas and Yeezy. What am I going to do with this, especially if I've got hundreds, millions invested? Why would I risk all of that money on a product that is stalling, failing, not selling out, and both the artist and the company have got issues and they're disagreeing? Why would I invest in a company that has 4 substantial problems and I saw that coming? Why did I not take that money out?
Was anybody paying attention?
Of course you wasn't, because I would have been taking my money out.
Right. This next lawsuit we spoke on last week, and I didn't expect to see anything moving with this situation so quickly. But Nike has won the first round of litigations versus Total 90. So last week, the court denied Total 90's request to pretty much pull all of Nike's Total 90 branded products.
Okay.
Not a good look for the Total 90 company. Nike will still be able to profit off of the name Total 90 and use those funds to beat y'all up in court.
Yeah. Bro, it's not. How did this start again? Sorry.
Total 90 is I can't remember what type of company. I don't even know if it's a footwear company.
No, it is a footwear company. Yes, it's a. So we talked about this last week. Total 90 is like a 45 minutes means full match of a full match, which is 90 minutes. Total 90 means it's a football company. Total 90 is a football associated company. So right. Nike definitely wouldn't want to be doing stuff with them.
Yeah. And I don't know why. I guess Nike maybe felt like they could just bully it. Or maybe they tried to do something with the company and they didn't want to. So I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of the whole thing. Y'all can go to Sneaker Legal on Instagram and read all the paperwork yourself. I'm not reading full court documents. But after careful consideration, the court denied the motion to temporarily restrain Nike from selling Total 90 products. So at this point, it's not looking good for the Total 90 company. And in the third case, or lawsuit rather, Solomon has won a successful, they were successful against the company Roadstar Group for the zigzag pattern on the side of what looks like a work shoe or a hiking shoe that Roadstar Group made. Solomon sued them because we know if you see Solomon shoes, you're gonna see that zigzag on the side. And they took Roadstar to court and they won. Solomon does have the patent for that zigzag pattern, which is crazy. You got a pattern on a zigzag, but if you can get a pattern on a check or three lines or 4 lines or whatever the case is, you got to prove it. And Solomon proved it. So there's that.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yo, bro, like it's important. Like every design that you do or a person puts together you need to go and trademark that, because the trademarking rights will actually check any IP associated with the pattern that you put across. So that's important. So obviously the IP wasn't done correctly. And the thing is, the only problem we're having with issues like this and in independent designers is they don't know the laws and rights of IP. And I think what they're doing is going and designing stuff, and without cross-referencing design patterns with brands, and out of coincidences, what happens is sometimes some patterns overlay and are identical to others, and this is what's happened. And this is why Solomon's like, no. This is why independent artists need to go and check trademark IPs for patterns that they put together, because my idea could be similar to your idea, and it could be utilized exactly the same region, but you have a different facility or different function, but it's still the same pattern. Check your ideas out, guys. Don't fall into it when you think you've got a brilliant idea. You go through the process of production, design, manufacturing, get it out there, and all of a sudden it's a big brand comes and drops a lawsuit on you because something like a hash design on your product is exactly like this.
Exactly.
Go check your IP.
I don't know anything about this Roadstar company, because they're not in the sneaker space.
And that's the issue. That's the issue.
Yeah, they could be a very profitable company. It could be an upstart. It could be something from recent years, or it could be 50, 60, 70 years old. But if y'all ain't put a patent on that zigzag, I don't know what to tell you.
But by the way, just going back to the second lawsuit, the company history with Total 90 and Nike. I looked it up just give a bit more brief insight into what happened. So the reason why there's this issue with the legal between T90 or Total 90 and Nike is because the actual Nike trademark for T90 elapsed in April 2019, and they didn't utilize it. So what happened after that was they started utilizing it back into 2025, and because Nike started reintroducing the Total 90 line with the retro cleats and apparel, this led to the conflict because they haven't got the rights to the T90 brand or the Total 90 brand, but Total 90 have. But Nike is like, your brand hasn't been running since 2008. We haven't introduced your brand since 2019. We want to use your brand, the T90 product, because we've been using it in the past because it's historic sneakers. We want to reintroduce the line. Can we utilize it? T90 is like, nah. Or we can't come to an agreement. This is why they're going to court. Bro, come on. Make the deal. Make it right.
Bro, so much money. They're going to spend more. They're going to spend less money in court than they would have made signing a deal with Nike.
And the thing now is, watch this, right? Some people don't realize when you have a good deal, the money you get from the Nike deal, if you made an agreement with them, would be you never need that much amount of money in your life to keep developing your brand and business, because first of all you're in business with one of the biggest sporting brands.
What?
Exactly. What are you doing?
You shooting yourself in the foot?
No, you shot yourself in the head because the bullet deflected off your toe and hit you in the head. That's what it did. Because you ain't seen no sense there, bro.
I was just about to say you shooting yourself in the boot.
Toe cap. Still toe caps. That's the one, bro. Hey.
Let's do some more quick strikes, man. Crazy.
That is crazy. Quick strike number 2 is FUBU. FUBU seems like they're going to reintroduce some of their iconic clothing line, and I think this week we got one of the. I don't know much about FUBU. I do apologize, but because I think it's more of an American-based brand. I've known FUBU since the late 90s, bro. Yeah, the late 90s. Like that, I saw that whole come through into the UK as well, which is awesome to see. But this is what they're introducing. And which is awesome. I want some of your insight, because obviously this is more of an association with yourself, bro, in terms of the US market.
Yeah, FUBU. For those who don't know, is a fashion streetwear brand founded by Damon John and three others. Damon John is probably the most um, recognizable of the four owners. They partnered up with a lot of the hip hop stars from the late '90s, mainly LL Cool J.
Mm-hmm.
That's my screen, bro. What you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to show in 2 seconds.
There you go.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah. So one of the mainstay of FUBU at the beginning were the football jerseys with the numbers 05 on them. FUBU crossed with the stars and stripes, and they did gradients. They did a lot of different stuff with them jerseys. And later in FUBU's life cycle, they were doing the Fat Albert stuff. I guess you can call it a collab. But the Fat Albert stuff was really, really popular amongst the urban community. I know here in Atlanta, we saw a lot of FUBU, platinum FUBU. And so looks like they bringing it back. The sweaters, they had tracksuits. This was during the headband era, the headband and jersey era. And New York was the base. FUBU they were super popular until they weren't. Yeah. I don't know who decided that FUBU wasn't cool no more. And now you can find FUBU in your local Walmart. They don't have the same ownership group, I believe. I just saw a reel before we started recording of a guy saying somebody went to Walmart and came back with these all black Jordan 4 looking FUBU shoes. So FUBU went from the top of the pile to basically obscurity in the 2000s, with retro fashion making a comeback. More the younger people starting to dress like the 90s and early 2000s. Pants are getting bigger versus skinnier. Shirts, the big boxy t-shirts. I don't think that can really be associated with 90s fashion necessarily, because a lot of these box shirts are cropped, which I think is gross. But they back, especially the Fat Albert stuff. From what I've been seeing, I've only seen the Fat Albert stuff.
Okay, yeah. I'm just reading some. Well, I don't know whether this is true, but I'm just reading some little background information. It says FUBU's decline occurred during its oversaturating the market. As John has publicly stated, that the biggest mistake we made with the brand was buying more inventory than we needed. This was around 2001. Since then, FUBU has continued to collaborate with various brands, including Pierre Moss, Urban Outfitters, and March 2019, FUBU announces a new partnership with Century 21, which was in 2019ish. So yeah, it's still around. I think the Fat Albert line is basically what they're looking at as well. But it kind of feels like, it's probably about the right time. The marketing wasn't correct in terms of what we see as in marketing now, which make it limited, make it a bit more special, make it desirable in terms of the rarity of it, and then people just flock to it. Maybe some fresh designs, maybe some fresh ideas, innovations that would do well, but I think the marketing wasn't correct, and this is the reason why it kind of semi fell off, I would like to say, but I don't like to say it fell off.
It wasn't necessarily marketing. It was like he said. I remember watching this interview where Damon John said they ended up making a manufacturing deal to produce more items than they had previously, which was a big mistake, because a lot of the FUBU stuff would sell out so fast because of the limited quantities, and they wanted to make it more accessible. They wanted to see everybody being able to afford and wear FUBU, and they ordered too much stuff, and the trend changed, and they got stuck with a bunch of products, and they had to do a lot of discounts. They had a lot of loans that they couldn't pay, and so the company was in bad shape.
Yeah. So let's hope 2026. We should try and show more support to FUBU. If you're in the US as well, hopefully they've got more of a global presence since the late 90s, because obviously that was a up and coming brand. I hope this time around they get a bit more of a bigger push or have a better strategy, and hopefully they do well.
Yeah, for us by us.
Yeah, for us by us.
The acronym. A lot of people hated on that acronym too, which is nasty.
Why?
Because it's a black-owned company for black guys, and particularly white men. Well, I ain't gonna say white men, but I saw this one white dude who was on some pretty much trying to call FUBU racist because of the acronym for us by us. That's not a term of exclusivity. It's a term of ownership.
Yeah.
We make these clothes for the hip hop culture, by the hip hop culture, is what that acronym really means.
But that's the same thing as saying traditional African clothing, traditional Indian clothing, traditional any culture of clothing, like Japanese clothing, all of that stuff. That's basically said that is FUBU, bro. It's for us by us because it's culturally inclined to that culture. Saris are culturally inclined to the Indian continent, right? Like what are we saying here, bro? Like you can't be selective and say, oh yeah, that sword that you're carrying is for a knight. Yeah, but you can't have that. Because it's for us by us, because that's that specialized thing that you're going to utilize on the field of warfare. That shouldn't be for us by us, even though I can't pick that up. That's stupid.
Yeah, man, it's division. Just people being divisive and trying to create controversy and trying to stir up bad vibes for situations where it don't belong.
Yeah, of course. Like, bro, like,
It isn't like you gonna see a white dude wearing a FUBU shirt and tell him he can't wear it.
No,
that's not how it works.
No. Look, okay, cool. All right, let me try to. I'm gonna try and be as how can I say this without being?
That's like me telling you can't wear Jordans because Michael Jordan is black. That's how dumb that is.
Thank you. Because like I, as an Indian guy, and my mum wears saris all the time, because she's an Indian lady. I've been brought around saris, and when I see somebody else from a different culture wear saris, because that used to happen back in the day, it made me proud to realize that my culture could bring something to somebody else.
There you go.
See what I'm saying? So that they find that something similar to what we go through and what we experience, so we can relate. We can break down those differences and barriers and have a conversation and say, this is what we do in our culture. This is how we celebrate this event. This is how we celebrate this event. Because, bro, like that's how you be diverse. That's how you learn about different cultures. That's how you amalgamate all of this information from different continents and make it make sense. Right? If you can't do that, what are we doing?
There's a big difference between. Well, I ain't even gonna say a big difference. There's a thin line between appropriation and inclusion.
Yeah. Of course there is. The thing is, if you can't, as a person, tell another person that they're appropriating somebody else's culture. You can only say that about your own culture because you know it. You can't tell somebody else how somebody else will feel about you utilizing something from their culture because you don't know about it. But what I'm trying to get across is your standards of what you feel culturally appropriate something is not the same standards as somebody else that's in that culture, that loves that culture, that wants you to be a part of that culture. But in certain circumstances, there's going to be situations that you can't be part of that culture. And then you have to step away and you need to learn your place. Like everybody else respects everybody else's perspectives of their culture and their events and their occasions. We need to do the same thing. Everybody needs to respect everybody else's cultures and aspirations. So when somebody says, I don't find that culturally appropriate because I love the fact that you're wearing my costume, my attire from what I know, because I feel like I'm at home. See what I'm saying? When somebody else comes in that's not my culture and says, you can't do that, you ain't got that pass to tell that person they can't do that. I have.
Tell that same motherfucker. So now you can't eat fried chicken, Japanese. You can't eat tacos. You can't eat collard greens. You can, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole bunch of shit that you can't enjoy now. If you want race lines to be drawn for every single thing, you're gonna live a boring, bland ass life.
Oh yeah. And I feel sorry for people like that. But by the way,
that same motherfucker Taco Bell right now.
I don't know. But by the way, there was something you said at the start of this podcast that triggered the memory, and now I have to say this because remember we talked about education is key and it's important to do your research and be progressive rather than regressive. Mm-hmm. I will tell you a situation when it's important to keep learning. So my missus told me yesterday she came across a TikTok account. No names, no cases, no faces. She came across a TikTok account, and that TikTok account said, I went to my check to get my eyes checked out to get a new set of glasses. And the person said, I never knew that when somebody says go and get your eyes checked or go and get a prescription, it was prescription for the glasses. They actually thought there was medicine in the glasses that allowed you to see or clear your vision rather than reflections of contours of the glass itself to magnify.
Yeah, that's what prescription lenses are, different levels of magnification.
They thought it was a little droplet of medicine you put behind the glass that changes the vision of the glass. Be progressive, not regressive. Next week's right.
Yeah, please. All right.
You can't make this up, bro.
You
Be
can't.
progressive, not regressive.
You cannot make it up. We back on Steph Watch 2025.
What has he been wearing this week?
This will be round 3 of Steph Watch for us. And this week, he pulled out, I believe, the 2026 version of the Zoom Flight glove. Because if he had an old version, what I said last week about Steph already having this stuff in his closet is way more extreme. But we are indeed getting the Zoom Flight gloves back. Gary Payton himself came out and gave us clearance to take off with that rumor. It is true. Gary Payton is back with Nike, and hopefully he'll be involved in the ads. Maybe his son or where. I don't know who his son signed with.
Bro, you would be really awesome if Curry signs for Nike and this is his first sneaker he wears on court.
I doubt it. I doubt if he'll ever play in them. Because he's been wearing the retro stuff in the halls, in the walkthroughs coming to the game. Because we know now at this point when NBA players come through that tunnel, arriving at the arena, it's pretty much like a runway for them to advertise different brands. I'm pretty sure they're getting seeded a lot of this stuff. I.e. Kyle Kuzma with that dumbass pink sweater he wore years ago. That's still getting memed to this day. Thank you for that, Kyle Kuzma. Steph is he just wearing whatever he want to wear. It's interesting now just to see Steph Curry walking in the building, whether he playing or not. Of course, you want to see him play, but I think more people are now interested in what he's going to wear to the game. He's wearing the retro stuff to the game, and he's hooping in the shoes with the new tech in them. And this Zoom Flight glove will not have new tech.
But by the way, bro, this is to all the brands, right? If you got a signature artist, if you got a signature athlete, not artist, sorry, pardon my
artist too.
Mishap. Artist too, right, cool. Yeah, let's include the artist. Tell them they have a month pass to wear anything they want. Anything they want, without any contractual obligations, without any fines, without any issues in wearing. And let's see what they actually wear. I'm interested to see what some of these athletes, even if you're like a New Balance or a Adidas athlete or a Nike or a Jordan athlete, I want to know what you actually want to wear now.
See,
because if Steph is taking out stuff like that, come on now, bro.
See, this is where me and you gonna always butt heads. Because you saying that to the brands. No.
Yeah.
That would not be smart for an Adidas athlete to be able to wear Nikes and Jordans to the game. It don't look right.
I know. It will never happen, but this is a question that never can get answered. I'm just intrigued to know what these athletes actually want to wear on court.
I think it's less about on court than it is about off court.
I agree with that too.
Because we saw, that's why I'm glad I went ahead and said artists too. Because you think about Kendrick. Kendrick had a Nike shoe. But then you see him wearing Sambas. And then you see him wearing the Element 55 also with the Cortez. But then you see him wearing Sambas, and you see him at the Super Bowl wearing Dion's.
Yeah. And then you see, he's on his burner account wearing fake flu game 12s.
Right. So he can do what he want. He can do what he want to do because he's not contractually obligated.
Exactly, bro.
Once you're in a deal, bro, like if you say if I had a sneaker brand, you can't wear nothing but my shoes. Sorry.
Yo, I want a free agent month for every NBA.
You know what I want to know now?
What's that, bro?
What is Joel Embiid wearing in the tunnel? Because he got a Skechers deal. That might be the best take of the week, bro. Just wear socks, dog. Wear some hard bottoms. Wear some Timbs or something. Like, get out of here, man. Get
bro,
out of here.
Yeah, I said that just before you said Skechers as well.
What I didn't say last week was Skechers actually ran a promotion where the first 50 people to buy the Embiid shoes got a private experience with Joel Embiid. Bro, everybody from 1 to 50 who bought that shoe because they're a Sixers fan and a Joel Embiid fan. They don't want that shoe, bro. They don't.
Yeah. Or you could wear the Snoop Skechers.
Okay. But back to Curry Watch.
Curry Watch.
Because not only did he pop out with the Zoom Flight gloves on, but we got more news about why, or just another reason why he left Under Armour.
Okay.
So what was reported before was he was salty about them not pursuing or being able to secure a deal with Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't as important and I completely understand why right now.
Go on.
Steph was pissed because Under Armour, what the hell? Under Armour could not secure a deal with AZ FUD. If you don't know AZ FUD, it's cool. You will know AZ FUD at some point in the near future. AZ FUD is a standout women's player for UConn, one of the toughest women's basketball programs in NCAA history. AZ FUD is a star. She got all type of deals. I went to her page and I just kept scrolling, and it was commercial after ad after sponsorship after commercial, and then I got to her podcast. Under Armour. Why? AZ FUD is already signed to Steph Curry's personal brand, not the brand that he got through Under Armour, but his personal business company, where he's running all his deals with other brands through his own company. Under Armour deserves to have nothing. Okay.
It's probably, if I have no idea of who this women's basketball player is. You probably have more experience because obviously, you wouldn't know it. Yeah, like you wouldn't know.
She's already wearing the Curry brand merch at these different tournaments and functions because Steph Curry does a lot in the off season for youth sports.
Yeah,
bro.
So he knows.
How dumb do you have to be to not listen to this man and sign this girl? Oh, my bad. It wasn't just AZ FUD. It was also Malaysia Fulwali, who Curry managed to sign as the first athlete
to his brand.
I'm pretty sure, to the Curry brand under Armour. Under Armour.
Under Armour is under the Armour because, bro, they're done. They're done. It's done. Bro. You have Steph Curry, one of the most highly skilled, intelligent athletes in the NBA, scouting you a star, and you sat there saying no. You deserve everything you got. Simple, bro.
Go to AZ's FUD. I'm encouraging y'all to go to AZ FUD's Instagram account. AZZI35 on IG. Go to her Instagram and you will realize while scrolling her account how dumb Under Armour is. This girl got all type of brand sponsorships and deals, bro. All types of shit. Bro, and she got a podcast deal.
Bro, I'll tell you, bro. It was never about the sneakers. It was never about the shoe. It was about legacy. It's always about legacy, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest. When you're somebody like Steph Curry, you want to put down a legacy. You want to have a brand. You want to have a systematic function that you can help the NBA with. And this is what Kobe did with his brain. This is what obviously the Playbook, the GOAT himself did. And everybody, like, when this situation first came to the podcast three to 4 weeks ago, we both said the same thing, bro. We both said this is not about the playing career or contractually lifetime contract. It's about legacy. It's about what Steph Curry wants to do once he's retired. It's about what he wants to build once he's retired. Do you think Steph Curry wants to retire and do nothing? It's about building legacies, bro. And if Steph Curry, one of the best athletes in the NBA, is telling you something, you gotta listen, bro. What's your scouting system for one Under Armour? Did you actually think you were just gonna do everything with Curry and that was it? Come on now, bro.
Man, this girl got to deal with Celsius. Like she got headphones. She got her podcast is on iHeart. Yeah, like she got makeup deals. She got a whole unrivaled season she about to play. The cover of Slam magazine, the basketball magazine. What are we talking about? She already over 700,000 followers. Let me hit the button right now. I just added myself to it. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy. Shout out to AZ Fudd, man. You see what Jordan Brand did. They went and snatched Sarah Strong right on up because they know better.
The thing is, do Under Armour not have the capital to do moves in this area like that?
Maybe not.
Or is it not to do? Is it more to do with what comes with it? Like, is it to do with the research and development of new tech that you need to develop your sneakers with? Is it the marketing? Is it how you going to organize all these athletes that are coming in that Steph wants to do? Are your organizers not big enough to or capable enough to do this? Is it too much investment? Are you buying too much of the pie? That's a lot of questions that Under Armour have to take. To be honest, thinking about it now, maybe it was better for Under Armour not to take that deal, because that would, weighing it up, are they going down the route that they might make themselves bankrupt by doing it? And that's the questions you got to ask. What was Under Armour's business model, and was it too much for Under Armour to take on what Steph wanted? And this is why Steph has left. Because bro, we're being too sympathetic to Steph without realizing what Under Armour as a company. Because bro, Under Armour is not Nike or Adidas or New Balance or we can keep going. Reebok,
yeah, but AZ Fudd just won a championship, so
yeah.
I can't make it make sense, bro.
Bro. Like, I you know when you say you have one once in a lifetime moments, and they only come around every so often. This is one of those once in a lifetime.
No,
moments.
That's the once in a lifetime. That's the
Thank you. Yeah, that was the moment. That this right here. 7th of the 12th, 2025. Remember that year, and remember the day that the month that Under Armour could have been bigger than they were. Remember that day.
Gunna ain't gonna be able to save y'all. I love what Gunna is doing with Under Armour. He's pushing fitness with the Wanna Run campaign. I don't know if he even wants a signature shoe. He got merch. Gunna, don't make no shoe with them, bro. Don't. It's not gonna work.
So how far did The Rock get? The Rock got a merch deal.
The Rock got like 4 or 5 shoes. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you got.
We done looked at him on the pod before. I thought about buying a pair.
Yeah, I remember that.
Training shoes. Like gym shoes.
The Rock is not wrestling enough to have a deal like that, to be honest.
If he was still active or early in his career, or even in the middle of his career, I could see it making more sense.
Yeah. This was Under Armour's Jordan moment for the women's league with Curry.
Man,
with an established NBA star. That's crazy. You know, that's less of a, that's even more of a guarantee than Nike had with Jordan.
For sure. Yeah, Project Rock. Yeah, he had shoes, merch, everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much a signature athlete.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So yeah.
In retrospect, he's probably one of the first wrestling signature athletes.
Yeah, the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
As far as sportswear is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And his shoes are selling for $140, $160.
Yeah. But because everybody loves The Rock, that's the thing.
Yeah, and if you're into the gym culture, bodybuilding or whatever, you know, you're gonna probably buy it. but losing Steph Curry because of not signing AZ Fudd and Caitlin Clark. Come on, bro. It's just not smart. Not smart business from Under Armour. Next quick strike.
What you got? It's me. So Denim Freeze, bro. So we saw a white variation of a Denim Free, and we saw a blue variation of a Denim Free. I'll pull them up 2 seconds. What's your thoughts on them?
It's not a Denim 3. It's a Levi's 3.
Okay. Thank you. I've been corrected. I was about to say that. But what's your thoughts? What's your first initial thoughts on them?
I'm cool. As much as I love Levi's, I don't need no more 3s right now. Well, I mean, it ain't like they're coming out tomorrow, but from the pictures I've seen, definitely not interested in the white one for myself.
No.
It's a nice colorway. I think it's a sneaker dyer's dream come true.
Yeah, it looks like there's pony here on the actual where the cement print normally goes.
No, it looked like cement to me.
Was it? You might be right. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
It's elephant print.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait a minute. I see it.
It looked like pony. You see it pony here, yeah?
It does kind of look like pony hair. I hope not. It don't look fuzzy on the edges.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what's getting to me at the moment. It just looks like it's a unique, different pattern. It doesn't look like it's got elephant. It doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's got elephant print pattern on it. It looks like it's got some stroke, like more of like a softness texture to it. It does look like pony here. I'm gonna be honest. But next up, you got the blue variation as well. This is all just off the mock-up, so I'm not done no research. I'm just looking at pictures at this moment.
Well, this is a sample.
It's a sample. The white variation sample, the blue variation we also saw as well, because Lil Yachty didn't he bring out the sample? Or this is Lil Yachty's Spike Lee. Hold on. No, it's just Lil Yachty showed off the.
The white one.
Yeah, the white one. The blue variation was definitely shown by, what do you call it?
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee, yeah.
Who is
there you go.
Giant hypocrite? I just learned. Yeah, that's the elephant print. You can see on the blue one. You can see the elephant print clearly.
Yeah, you could see the elephant print in the blue. I like the blue variation. The white one's too like just white. It's just I don't do sneakers just like that. To be honest,
it reminds you of some sale 3s that came out. The craft 3s?
Yeah. The craft 3s, yeah.
Yeah, with just a Levi's tag stuck on it. The blue ones are dope. The blue ones are hard. Kind of wish the back tab was red on the blue ones, like it is on the sale pair.
What you mean, like they did with the Tinker Freeze, but where they had a red black tab back tab rather than having just a black tab.
Right. The black does look good with the blue.
I like it.
But or that might be just a really, really dark blue. And yeah, I think it's blue. That's all blue.
Yeah, it looks like it's more.
It's just the angles. It's you can see the shadow kind of darkening that blue up. Because when I look at my my Levi's 95s in some pictures before I got them, you couldn't really tell if the midsole outsole combination was black or obsidian, and it turned out to be obsidian. So I think it's a good look.
Yeah, it's definitely a good look. Like we have Denim 4s, we've got Denim 95s. We had Levi 4s, Levi 95s. Now we've got Levi 3s. We could see more. Well, it's obvious. You don't even say it.
Well, it took a while for him to come back around to Levi's. I like it. I love Levi as a company. I just realized yesterday, because I wore my Levi's 95s, I just realized how much Levi's stuff I actually own outside of jeans. I got t-shirts, I got jackets, I got a Levi's coat that I wore last night. where I end up being hot. It was like 40 something, 30, high 30s, low 40 degrees last night. And in the ride to and from where we went, I ended up hot in that damn Levi's coat. So
Is it the Levi's coat I have is got this what would you call it,
fleece.
fleece.
Mine
Yeah,
is
it's got this
fleece.
fleece line. Mine is like cotton fleece in the line. It's boiling, bro. Boiling. Like you got to wear that a cold day, otherwise you're sweating, bro.
Mine is like a wool fleece on the outside with a hood and a collar, buttons and a zip. It's like a quarter length, like pretty much to your mid thigh length. But the inside
Okay.
is got the nylon liner. But whatever is in between that fleece and that nylon, it works. So it's got the the buttons and all that. It don't. There's minimal branding on it. Just a little red tab on one of the front pockets. It's got front pockets, inside pocket. I love that coat, man. I had it for probably 5-6 years at this point. And I always forget about it until it gets really cold, and I pull it out, or
and then you take it.
Yeah, and it's like dark gray. I really love that coat.
This is pretty much the coat I have. That.
Okay. Oh, I know exactly the coat you're talking about. Is it the black one you wear all the time?
No, the blue one.
Okay.
I always wear the blue one. That's the coat. That's the coat I just put on. Bang, with the winterized force. Bang, I'm out the door.
Right. Yeah, man. So
that's perfect combo.
Them threes, they gonna work. If what happened with the 95s is something to go on, at some point we'll probably see an all black one to go with the blue and the white, because that's what they do. That's what they did with the 4s, the blue, black, and white. They did it with the 95s. So we'll probably see it with the 3s too. And I'm cool with it. I like them sticking with those 3 colorways and staying on theme.
Blue,
with
white,
the
black.
red tab.
That's the traditional colors they do anyway. So blue, white, black, it's good. You're good to go with that setup, which is great.
Man.
What do you want to what Levi's do you want them to do next, in particular in terms of urgency?
Probably another Nike, maybe Air Max 1 or Dunk,
Air Max.
maybe Levi's Dunk.
Air Max 1 would be quite nice. Levi's Dunk. Would they ever put it on a basketball sneaker? That's the thing. Would you ever want them to put it on a Kobe, like for casual, turning a whole basketball range to a premium range?
Nah.
No?
They gotta stay casual. I don't think it'll work going basketball, because especially with this new stuff, it's got to be retro basketball or just straight casual. I can't really see it with like any of this new stuff, or even a Kobe or a LeBron. I'm pretty sure LeBron probably got some denim version of his shoes, PEs or samples or whatever. But I mean, outside of the Jordan signature line, I'd probably say Air Max 1 first.
Yeah. The thing is, the Air Max. If they did the Air Max 1. The thing is, the Levi's material itself is that the thing. All right, I'm using too many words, but I'm trying to get across this sentiment. Denim and corduroy, how close are they in terms of materials?
Not very.
Okay.
Not very. I even thought about wearing my Levi 95s with some corduroy pants, and I decided against it because I ain't got no denim shirt. Like, I gotta have something else denim. I've done it one time where I wore the 95s without any denim, and it was cool, but I felt funny having on denim shoes and no jeans
Denim.
or So yeah, but corduroy and jean is totally different.
Totally. the reason why I was saying that was because they could like I'm using the inspiration, not the materials, the inspiration of the Sean Weatherspoon, and using the denim of all three colours and producing a replication of the Air Max 1 variation, not the 97 one, the 1 variation, using a similar pattern to what they did with the Sean Weatherspoons.
If they want to mix it up and do like some patchwork type of deal, I'll be cool with that. Awesome. Probably jean, denim, corduroy, and khaki.
Yeah.
I could see something like that, depending on the silhouette.
For sure.
Maybe a 3, because three's got enough panels to mix it up.
Like the patchwork 3 that we got.
Right.
Yeah. I'm intrigued because like the thing is, it's good to keep seeing those 3 patterns, but you need to mix it up once in a while because it gets repetitive. It's like, oh, we saw that with the 4s, we saw that with the 3s, we saw that with the 95. No. Just mix it up slightly. Just add a little touch to it and just give it a little bit of flair, and people will start to rotate to it. You need to just mix it up, just a little bit.
Because my corduroys are Levi. I just bought some new Levi cargos last week, and majority of my jeans are Levi's too. So, yeah, I could see that happening. They could have made the sale pair khaki or corduroy, and leave the denim to the blue.
Yeah, bro, there's so much you can do to it. Like, it's good to see that we're not only isolating in materials as well, because obviously you got nubuck, you got suede, you got leather, you got like all of the other like fabric materials you got, and neoprene. Just like, if you got Levi's as a company that does denim, just go and experiment as much as you want with it, because you could create a whole casual line with this. Absolutely crazy. It'll be absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Let's do one more. Let's skip to the last quick strike.
SNKRS Code. You saw this week, didn't you, bro?
Yeah, I ain't know how to feel about it. I still don't know how to feel about it.
Do you you know, I'm gonna tell you the best way to feel about it. Do you know what it is?
Scavenger hunt.
No. Bro, that's a good idea. But you know what this is? This is a rebrand package, bro. This is the same old shit, different day, different story. It's exactly the same as what we've been getting for the entirety of the sneakers app. But it's all together now. Like, literally, is like, you might get this, you might get that, you're just being told exactly the same of what's going to happen or what's been happening. But we just been told. Reiterated. For the newer generation. That's it, bro. Tell me something out of that SNKRS Code that is different to what we normally do.
I don't see how it's the same.
Okay, cool.
Like, how is it the same?
It's rebranded to it, because if the functionality is kind of the same, even if it's tweaked.
In what way?
All right, let's run through the key points. Hold on. So SNKRS, I'm going to share this. Hold on. So SNKRS Code. This is what we've been told in the UK, right? So this is what we've been informed. I don't know if it's a bit different to how the guys in the States or different places. Same thing. Right, cool, fine. So so everything is not protected. So SNKRS Code is reserved for special launches, which tier 0 releases are. Act fast, code protected drops by time sensitive, which is exactly the same. Time sensitive. You gotta be in there quick to get the stuff and stuff like that. Let's look at the key stuff. Clues can be hidden, swipe aways, scratch panels, stock point areas where you go to location stash points. Is literally telling you exactly the same thing, bro. Is exactly the same thing, but it's just called SNKRS Code. I can't find anything that's different with this, that's unique with this, that we've been doing independently in different single releases. But what this is telling you now is, yes, these codes are coming to your artists and your brands, and these will be hidden, just like the breads in 2019 where you had to go back in and go and scratch the back panel to see the Air Jordan at the back to cop the sneakers. Exactly the same. So there's nothing in this that I can find that is different to what they normally do. This is just telling you that, yeah, this is it. This is a rebrand, bro. I can't find nothing that's different.
The thing that's different is the code or the password. And they're integrating that into different release functions that they have used in the past. Now, do I think it's a good move? No. Do I think they're trying to curb the issues with exclusivity by trying to even the playing field, I guess. But I don't think it's smart because hype beasts are gonna always find a way. Hype beasts will always learn the methods before the general public.
Of course,
It doesn't help people who don't already know how to cop unless they just stumble across it, not even knowing what the situation is.
And this is why we've got the sneakers code on the sneakers app telling you exactly how to cop. That's the instruction manual of how to cop and what they're going to be doing. So rather than being like, I'll tell you my experiences when they had a sneakers app drop where you had to go and search the sneakers app. It was a sneakers day release. The first ever sneakers day release in the UK. You had to, I don't know whether you guys in the States have ever got this. You had to go and search for a key word on the app, go and find it, scratch it, and go and search the sneaker. And that was for the restock of the Off-White 10 and a couple other sneakers that were super limited prior. That happened 2017, 18ish. This is it. Simple, same thing as that. But what they've added to this is the code system. What happened on that release, bro, is all of the forums, all of the bots, all of the servers that were connected got all the codes. So when you went in 5 minutes later or a minute later, they're all gone. That's gonna happen.
Okay.
That's gonna happen with this. It's the same thing. What you said is true. The people that know will know and will cop out. What happened with the Cortez release, bro? That happened this year. Exactly. But you don't learn lessons. This is what happens, bro. And the thing is, the way this sneakers code is going. This is why I say there's nothing different. The reason why this sneaker code, the way this sneaker code is going, and the way it's gonna be dropped, the way it's going to go, is going to upset a hell of a load of people, bro. And that's how you get the feeling back, by upsetting people. That's the honest truth.
No comment.
Yeah, sneakers code. All the same things before, but with a new name. Simple.
It's not the same, bro.
It's tweaked, bro. Bro, adding another building block to the same formula is the same thing, but you've just tweaked it. This is the tweak.
Which means to alter.
99.99999999999% the same.
All right.
Well, this is the point we say we agree to disagree.
Yes. Yes, we do. No, I get the sentiment, but the way you got there is what I disagree with. But it's okay.
Oh yeah, I skipped a hell of a load of cycles in my brain thought. Like I can't say that, and I can't say that because the pod will be like 2 hours long. So let me just skip to this. That's why. That's what I do.
We should have did sneakers code first.
Shall we go there now today?
No. But I'll save my other one for another time. It ain't that important.
Yeah. It's a good, I think it's a good subject. We'll cover it next week. I'll say that for next week.
We gonna next week we're gonna be covering sneakers code until it's over. Trust me, we gonna cover it until it's over because it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna last long. Just like remember was it last year or this year where they had that whole band thing where they was putting blocks over the shoes and you had to click on certain things.
Yeah.
This and that, and it's good. I think it's not gonna last long. Just like the craft line.
Oh, you mean the Zella? Okay, the 95.
No, not those. Not those. This was like I can't remember if it was Sneakers Day or the band campaign or like they do little tricky, weird stuff like that all the time. I don't ever want to get caught up in something like that, trying to purchase something that I want. Luckily for me, most of the time when they do little weird stuff like that, it's not a sneaker that I want. So that's always my fear when it comes to this gimmicky stuff they do, is it's gonna be something that I really want and I ain't gonna be able to get it because there's something goofy attached to it that I don't understand or haven't researched or is outside of the norm. Just like sneakers pass and shock drops. Like we got the timing down on that. We know how to get through it, how to get through the process and get to the products that we want. This little weird stuff they do, most of the time it don't last long because
it's a fad. It's frustrating. So with businesses, right, and especially for especially not footwear, but like clothing brands and stuff like that, they will throw you a unit or a product that isn't a trend to see if it's gonna sell, if it becomes a trend. This is what Nike and Jordan Brand do the best. They do like a crafted series. They will do like a variation series, reimagined series, like the Denim series as well. They'll do a series that's not a trend that will push out there, and they'll see, will it sell? How what's the attraction? If it does well, like the Levi's 95, they'll drop another one, like the Jordan 3 Levi's that they're getting. And if the Jordan 3 Levi's as well, they'll drop another one. But until they see it stall, and then they'll kind of come off that. That's why we haven't seen the 85 range a lot. That's why we haven't seen the crafted range a lot, because they're not selling out. But you'll see that maybe in 5 years when they'll say, "Oh, remember the crafted range? Well, here's another variation." It's just a trend. It's just a fad, bro. They'll drop something just to sell it, just to see how it's doing.
They were dropping craft sneakers before they started calling them craft.
Yeah, exactly. And then they called it craft because people were like, "Why these are totally different." Like what? These are handcrafted because we handcrafted these specially because this is what. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, come on.
And then they leaned in too far and made too many ugly ass shoes and called it craft. And they leaned in too far with reimagined and started changing color hues and palettes. And
did you actually think they was going to give you a whole range of Tinker Frees with a swoosh on it? It's a fad. It's something at a time and place that came out that you can remember, and it pays homage to the original design, to some of the original sketches. It's just
that's different though.
Sneaker.
That's a series.
Yeah, it's a series, but a fad can become a series. Like if the craft series became really popular, it becomes a series. Like the Levi's is going to become a series.
Yeah, it is a series because it's a collaboration with Tinker. It might as well be considered a collaboration because of the differences that come with. Yeah, the differences that come with designs when you're doing collaborations, and then most of the time when the brands try to do it themselves without a collaborator, it falls pretty flat.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the collaboration with Virgil. Same thing. But it's very interesting to see like how like the brands try to sell sneakers to you. But when something catches on, that's when they jump on it. That's when they will jump on it, 100%. And after the Levi's 95, this is why the Jordan 3 Levi's is coming out as well. And you'll see if the Jordan 3 Levi's as well.
It was the Craft 5 that I was thinking about when we was looking at them Levi 3s.
Yeah. Did I buy
that same colorway? That sale, all sale colorway.
It almost looks like the Starfish 3 as well. Remember the see? Yeah. And this is my whole thing. The reason why I went to court last week was because you keep giving us stuff that's similar to other stuff, and when the stuff that we want comes out, we don't buy it. This is the reason why. That was my whole thing in court. Like, what do you think this denim Jordan 3, the sample that your little Yachty pulled out, if it came out, do you think that would do well?
Not that colorway.
Okay.
Not that colorway. Because the 95s, the sale 95s sold out eventually, but it was the last colorway to sell.
Yeah, because it was the last colorway to sell because people saw an opportunity to customize it to sell it.
People.
Mm-hmm.
Or persons.
Customizers. Let's call them customizers. Yeah.
Persons,
yes. That's the one. Shall we go to sneaker court this week, bro?
I ain't know if you had a case or not. I guess we can.
I have. We can go.
Let's go.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers.
Order. When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public opinion.
Guilty! Welcome back to Sneaker Court of Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion and Executioner. This week, we got told by our reseller colleagues, I won't call it colleagues, our reseller fiends, let's just say, that sneakers is dead. But what's wrong, bro?
It's funny, man.
So we got told by our favorable, lovable, slappable resellers that sneakers are dead. So I don't know when the last time a reseller told you a sneaker was dead because the profits of a sneaker wasn't doing what he expected it to do. I'm gonna be honest. Just be quiet. For real sneakerheads, it's alive and bustling well because my sneakers are like 80 quid, bro. My sneakers are like £75. My sneakers are like £100. That's the beauty of the situation. So when you say sneakers are dead, sneakers ain't profitable to you, but I'm still wearing them because I'm still loving my sneakers. I'm still loving the fact that I don't need to pay full price on my sneakers. I'm still loving the fact that I can still buy two variations of the same sneaker for the same price of one sneaker that you trying to sell for like triple the price of that. So on that note, I'm glad resale is dead because sneakers ain't dead. I'm glad that you ain't profiteering no more. And I'm also glad that you will probably go and find a better job for you to do that will get the money you want and you'll leave the sneaker space, which is absolutely beautiful because now the sneaker space is standardizing and going back to where it was before COVID, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you resellers for the business you have conducted. Now you can take a step to the left and jump out the plane because we don't need you here. So bye-bye. And that's all I've got to say. Anything you want to say, bro?
The sneaker culture is safe again.
Yeah, celebration time. Exactly.
Like y'all, because y'all can't upcharge 50%, 100%, 200, 300, and 400%. The game is dead now. Because you can't make no money.
I love the fact that this custom SB is actually sitting right now. You can actually go buy this sneaker right now. This is probably going to go sale right now, right? And you can go and wear this absolutely magnificent sneaker for less than the price it was selling for eventually. So I must say this, it's a beautiful time to be a sneakerhead.
I just hit the undefeated 95s. You know why? Because they did not sell out. Who mad?
I ain't, man.
I ain't mad.
But a big fat check, but you ain't getting the money you was getting during COVID, and I'm loving it. Thank you very much.
Get a job,
bro. That one. Guilty. Go get a job. Resale on sneakers is dead. If you want to wear sneakers, put them on your feet, not on eBay or StockX, because you ain't gonna get no money from them. And sneakers are alive and kicking, guys. Alive and kicking. And I'm smelling
$200 shoe for $500.
and tell you that you're and telling you he's helping you out by doing it
with Crocs on.
And some dirty socks. That's the one, bro. Ugh.
They need to make it back in.
Guilty. All right, cool. It's done. Bye bye. See you in the next 15 years. That's it, bro.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Hey, let's do some discounts, bro.
These people, boy. I swear.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Hey. You can complain all you want, but you ain't gonna change the situation. It is what it is.
Sneakers is dead because you can't resell. Like that's oxymoron.
When bro, that's the thing. When it got said this week, I was like, hold on. I ain't said it. Why are you saying it?
But I saw a video from a guy who is a self-proclaimed OG who was echoing our sentiment. Nah, actually, sneakers is alive. It was dead when you couldn't walk in the store and cop.
Yeah.
Resale
it's
was
the opposite.
thriving, and the game was dead because the people who actually putting the shoes on for fashion and function in some cases can't get the sneakers they need because a lot of the new tech stuff was selling clean out. Functional stuff.
Let me tell you. Let me say something quickly before I forget it. Resale is a good thing to a certain point until it's not a good thing to when it goes past that point, and that point is when you don't see those sneakers on the ground. Where people can actually visually see that you're wearing them. So when you have 5 million pairs of Nikes and Jordan in a warehouse somewhere not being walked around, and people are starting to buy on Cloud and New Balances and Adidas's because they can't see any Jordans around. Yeah, that's the reason why it's happening. That's like 5%, 10% of the reason why it's happening, because people ain't seen some of these Jordans around. Like, oh, whoa, where's that Jordan you got from? Oh, it's in Foot Locker. You can get it now. Well, I'm gonna go get that. No, it's. Oh, where's that Jordan? No. Where's that Jordan? Oh, I got it for £500. Oh, where'd you get it from? StockX. Oh, I can't get that. I'm gonna go to Foot Locker. I'll get a superstar.
Right.
Come on now. Like
gel lights.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like the resale is good to a certain point until it goes past that point and it's detrimental to your business.
Right. Y'all dumb as Under Armour. Discounts.
Yes.
I can't wait to see Juju Watkins play basketball again. But in the meantime, she's gifted her team, the USC women's basketball team, with her PE of the GT cut threes. You gotta love it. Shout out to Juju. Recover well. George Lucas, Mr. Star Wars himself, is opening a museum in LA. Oh my.
Where you going?
Have you seen this?
No. You're the first person to tell me.
Yeah. I'll show you.
I'll postpone.
Yeah. Shout out George Lucas. Tyler the Creator is closing the doors of his brand LaFleur. He said fashion is his second love next to music. I foresee a Nike Jordan deal in Tyler's future. I don't know if that's why he's shutting down LaFleur, because he did a Converse collab with LaFleur. You got to go to an event he had out there. They invited you. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You got the shoe. It's Converse, right?
It's Converse.
Yeah. So I was thinking, for some reason I was thinking Puma. I think probably because of that silhouette that you got, it reminded me of a Clyde. But yeah, Tyler is supposedly closing the doors to LaFleur. So there's that. Shout out to Tyler. University of Oregon remains undefeated. I don't know how UNC keep letting this happen. I guess it's because Oregon is the home of Nike and the alma mater of Phil Knight. I mean, Michael Jordan is who he is to the University of North Carolina. However, Oregon has now made a Jordan 11 Oregon PE. Goodness gracious. If you like Jordan 11s, just go find it and thank me later.
What is it? The Jordan PE Oregon, yeah?
Yeah. Jordan 11.
Oh, damn.
The green one, right?
Yes.
Oh.
That's stupid. It's not even leather. It's not even leather.
It is not even fair. It's not even fair either.
That's yo. Jordan Brand, give those sneakers to the bloody Brazilian athletes to wear at Nike at the bloody World Cup tournament. That is the Brazilian colors spot on. You got to do that. Got to do that.
Oregon colors.
Same. Bro, same. It's the same colors, bro. Green and yellow. Same colors, bro.
Trouble. Oregon undefeated, bro. Every time you think some other school got a better PE, no, they don't.
No. Your the fraternity you come from can't have lesser grade of sneakers than the fraternity that you gifted other universities sneakers to, bro. You can't have Oregon having not the best release. See what I'm saying?
It's Phil Knight school. It's Tinker school.
That's what I'm saying.
Bill Bowerman. Like, what can you do? Blue Ribbon Sports started at the University of Oregon. Like, and if y'all don't know, Blue Ribbon Sports became Nike. I just thought about this too, talking about colors. Pantone, y'all lame as hell. The color of the year is white for 2026. They talking about frosted something. It's like a hazy blue, but it's really just white. Like a white with a 99% white, 1% blue. Like, y'all lazy as hell. Wu-Tang times Monopoly.
What, Wu-Tang's got Monopoly game?
Yes.
I'm getting that.
And the pieces are not the regular pieces. We know how Monopoly collabs work.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang times Monopoly.
Hey.
New Balance has a Sashiko Gals collaboration.
Ooh.
That's all I'm gonna say. Puma, All Pro Nitro ET collaboration. ET as in extraterrestrial.
I was literally about to say,
yeah,
he wants to phone home, yeah?
yeah. That ET.
I knew I was about to say that. What does it want to phone home?
Elliot, that ET. Yeah.
Yo, bro, Mrs. was scared of ET when she first saw it.
Who wasn't? Shit. Look at
I
it.
wasn't. Yeah, I know. To be honest.
Speaking of gifted PEs, this was hilarious to me when I saw it. Caitlin Clark gifts her boyfriend's team her Kobe PEs. Who knew Caitlin Clark had a boyfriend?
Bro. Yo, bro, I don't keep up with celebrities' relationships like that, bro. That's none of my business.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark got a boyfriend. That's really the reason why I put this.
I thought you were about to say some breaking headlines, bro.
Thank God Caitlin Clark got a boyfriend. I thought we was going to take this to court, but I could understand why you may not have.
Okay.
$1 million worth of luxury high-end clothing was stolen from a private boutique.
I ain't heard that one.
Yeah. So it's a private boutique. I can't remember and don't care about the name of the place. It's on the second floor of a high rise. Dudes climbed the fire escape, bust through the window, and went straight to the most expensive rack in the store. And the owner claims to have $1 million in losses. This dude then took pictures with all types of celebrities from Mo Bamba to Future. I hope you had insurance, man.
Yeah.
And
Oh, remember Goodfellas when they start putting petrol tissue in the roofing.
Oh yeah.
And then setting it on fire. Yeah. You got the gist, yeah? That's the weirdest sound I've ever heard you make, bro.
That was the sound of my brain moving from one side to the other. Yeah,
because you're confused and you know it might be true.
No, because my initial thoughts were some customer, some affiliated customer or employee or somebody knew exactly where to go get the most
inside job
stuff.
Inside job, bro. I instantly thought that inside job. You're climbing up the fire escape to go to the most expensive stand or display, and you took it. You did your research. You scouted the place. You saw where the cameras were. You saw where the entry places were. This is the inside job, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, all the chrome heart, all the Gucci and Louis and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Last but not least on the discounts list, Club 520.
Bro.
Huh?
Yeah, Club 520. We're conspiracy theorists, bro. Club 520.
Club 520 has secured an Adidas deal. I'm so disappointed in Jeff Teague right now. Jeff Teague and Behan and Mike and Will and all the dudes from the 520 podcast. Jeff Teague's one of his catchphrases while recording the 520 podcast is, "Oh yeah, I just had these by the door," because they always reference what shoes he's wearing.
Yeah.
Jeff Teague is a longtime sneakerhead, NBA great, NBA player, Hawks legend, funny dude, real funny dude, great podcaster. He would normally wear Jordans or Nikes, and when it came to introducing him, because he would get introduced third, he would always, "Oh yeah, these the last shot 14s. They were sitting by the door. Oh yeah, these the Weatherman foams. They were sitting by the door." Everything, every shoe that he wears on the podcast, he always say they was just sitting by the door.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got none of them damn Adidas you finna be wearing sitting by the door, bro. I need you to retire the sitting by the door catchphrase. But no, I know you won't. I know you won't. I hate it. Nike, y'all dropped the ball. Y'all let Adidas be the first sneaker company to sign a deal with a podcast. So what y'all can do to fix it?
I knew you were gonna say it. I knew you was gonna say it because I was thinking it, bro.
what y'all can do?
You're such an idiot.
What y'all can do to fix it is get your own podcast division, and guess what? It won't cost y'all much. It won't cost y'all much at all. Just a few pairs here and there, you know. You know, it ain't got to be no big bag attached to it or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know.
Yo, bro, Nike, just give us a sponsorship, nothing else, and I'll make it work. That's what I'm saying. I don't need nothing.
We will not resell the shoes. We gonna put them on feet.
Bro. Give me the access to your sneak, all any of the new releases that you got, and your sponsorship and your name, no money, and I'll make it work. And trust me, we're the biggest podcast.
I just want to collab.
Hey,
I can see it now.
Ambitions.
Nike times SDP Air Max 95.
Yeah, and there'll be a poor print with Nike.
No. See, that's why we gonna have to have separate collabs. You get your colorway, I get my colorway.
Yo, bro, it's gonna be crazy. I'm not joking. Yeah, we our ideas will be too stupidly different.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. We will have to agree to disagree on the colorway.
Yeah. That would be what, yo, bro. That'll be one of the collaboration name. Agree to disagree.
That's the first one.
Because the left hand sneakers my design, the right hand sneakers your design.
That's the first colorway. Agree to disagree.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
We already got it. Hit the button, bro. Hit the button. Not to be used without the express written consent of the Shoe Dog Podcast.
Yeah, and that one. Exactly. You could do it, but you never do it like us because you don't think like us. That's it. Oh, that was a show, bro.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
We went a little over.
Sorry, guys. It's nearly Christmas. We're giving you extra gifts.
Yeah, along with extra fees on a $3 charge.
All right, cool it, bro.
That's it, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all hit all the good buttons, man. Subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe. to the Shoe Dog Podcast Patreon. Go, if you got Discord, go to the Shoe Dog Podcast Discord. We much appreciated. We can't take over the world without y'all help, especially the bros. I still ain't got on y'all the way I was supposed to. But
2026 is a new year, bro.
it is. There's gonna be some. Yeah. Y'all have a great day, great week, great month, great year. Continue to buy what you like and rock what you like, and don't believe the hype, because the sneaker game is still alive, and the sneakers don't make you cool.
You make the sneakers cool. Remember that, guys.
That is a fact. Listen to the man when he tells you the truth.
Exactly. And don't let a vegan tell you how meat tastes, because don't let a reseller tell you how much a sneaker price should be and how much she's selling it to you for. So on that, bye resellers.
Bye.
Peace out.
Peace.